It's the US versus Canada in the grand finals of the last YCS of 2025. Join me in welcoming, first up in the blue chair, from Plano, Texas, the two-time NAWCQ finalist, the two-time World's representative in his first ever YCS finals, Aditya Dara! And his opponent today in the red chair, from Toronto, Ontario, returning to the YCS stage finals once more, carrying that birthday aura, John Wilkins! Give it up one more time, YCS Pittsburgh, for your grand finalists! Let the games begin! Casters, take it away!
We talk about him having that slight
I think, luckily for Aditya, there's no unknown cards in John's deck. It's basically the meta deck, right? So Aditya is gonna know all the cards. I feel like that alone is already that's already a pretty big deal for Aditya. It's a pretty big positive.
Your arsenal of things to learn from, and now he's finding himself in the finals.
Cartesia's belly button. Thank you for the 5 gifties.
I think he's going to be familiar with every single card in John's strategy up to this point, so there are no missteps there. I talked to him about that a little bit earlier. This is something that he needs to lock in for. I think he is as ready as he's ever been.
What's wrong with the stream, man? So why is it lagging now?
With that birthday energy, just, you know, a young, that birthday energy, just, you know, a young 21 years old, already has done so much in this game. He started as a Dragon Duelist, a young 12-year-old out there trying to make his way, and now 9 years later, he's here in the finals of
all the aura
YCS. This is just the beginning of his dueling career. He's going to accomplish so many great things.
Do you think that's a problem on my end? Because like the audio is fine.
He's already accomplished so much, but still hungry. He hasn't stopped. He's still going to event after event. He's already off to a great start for this season. And John Wilkins, also another player who has been in that tournament himself.
Almost every single year, I think, at this point.
Yep. So both of these duels play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you're at home always wondering
now
how
it
to
seems
get better
better.
Yu-Gi-Oh!, the best way is to play. You got to practice.
Maybe it was on my end.
Perfect.
Yeah, you gotta go to your local OTS stores. If you have a regional nearby, I recommend playing, even if you don't feel necessarily prepared. Just experiencing it once can do a lot for you.
Definitely. Now let's go ahead and just talk about this matchup. A lot of times when I have like two decks facing each other, I have one that I know I think is the better one, the one that's kind of favored in the matchup. But throughout all the history, I don't know if there have ever been more even decks that could be faced against each other. Both of them have their positives and advantages. Nothing too really strong. I think I just have to give a slight edge to the Mitsurugi Yummy strategy just because of Herald of the Arclight.
I do have to agree with you there. I think the power level of the Mitsurugi Yummy deck is slightly higher, and I think Herald is one of those cards where if Dracotel does not have an answer for, they can run away with it very quickly. But Dracotel has a lot of powerful tools that it has available, and it has such high roll potential with 5 mana that it really just comes down to the hands that you draw.
It's a very fitting final for this YCS. You know, two good players, both looking for their first YCS win, and basically the two decks of the format at the moment, battling it out in the finals. It's a very fitting final. I like it.
Interactions from the hand have really been paying off for Aditya. Sometimes we saw him have too many interactions from the hand where he wasn't able to get to those starters, but especially in his deck like Dracotel, where you're able to use those monster effects from the hand that go to the graveyard. You make an Arthalion, they return it back to your hand to be reused. It's going to be incredible. I can't wait to see which one of these duelists is going to become a YCS champion. Either way, I'm going to be absolutely proud of either of them.
Both these players deserve to have this title here. Aditya already has a title with that WCQ win, but John, he is looking for his first here.
And there it is, the trophy. This is it. It's our final match of the tournament. This is game 1 of the grand finals of YCS Pittsburgh. It's time to duel.
All right, high roll.
Oh no!
A 3.
Oh no!
Snake eyes.
Did we get the snake eyes? No, not very far.
He rolled a 21 on his 21st birthday, by the way.
To start this match off, a fist bump from both players. Let's go.
Now I do think the edge automatically goes to Aditya now because he does get to start the game. There is no Herald the Arclight to stymie his plays.
Indeed, going first is a great way to start, and Lucius will be the first card played here in the finals. Draco Tail Lucius will allow Aditya to add a Draco Tail from the deck to the hand.
There is Draco Tail 5 mana. This is almost always the add off Lucius. If it's not the add, then that means it's already in the hand.
I will activate the effect.
Certainly the case, and Fine Mana will be activated. No response.
No
here from
Fuva
John.
either.
Just free to continue his plays so far. Let's see what he
Okay.
decides to fuse.
Do we have another Draco Tail name in hand?
Okay, I was wondering if he had
Nibiru
any other
and
Draco Tail cards to
Pan.
work with.
Okay,
It's always a good
that's
sign if you have at least
that's
one more
good.
to pair with the 5 mana
I'll
here.
go Chainlink 1 Arthalion, targeting Pan and Fimena. Chainlink 2 Pan. No response.
Okay.
Interesting. He's sacrificing the nib, showing it in the graveyard,
yeah, I'll resolve
opting
it.
not to
Yeah,
add it
sorry,
back to
you
the
know,
hand.
sure.
Given you can always add it back to the hand with the following Arthalion on John's turn, or it might be
I'll set
an
Rahu
indicator that he has
Draco Tail.
another copy of it in his hand already.
Could be the case. It looks with the Pan effect he's going to set
Okay, we
Rahu
don't fuse with the
Draco Tail,
Lucius from the board because
and
we
adds
want to
back
make
the Pan
seals.
And the Fine Mana with that Arthalion.
Now this is
Anything on resolution? No, you're good.
this is where we're going to be link summoning with the Lucius for that Sage with Eyes of Blue, not or Spirit with Eyes of Blue.
Spirit.
Pretty close. Sage with
Also
Eyes of Blue,
Erratic
also
Seal.
incredible card. Spirit with Eyes of Blue is a dragon, which is the only thing he needs to be able to link summon that.
No
red
Ash
seal of the
either,
Heavenly
dude.
Seers. Next up, Rahu Draco Tail will be activated.
Let me guess.
Aditya
Instead
not
of
making
Habakiri,
any time
Kapsi,
during the
Ash or
finals.
something, we've
He's
drawn
played several times
Yummy
at this
Field
point. He
Spell,
knows
Yummy
all these cards
Surprise,
by heart by now.
Kusanagi,
Go to the graveyard
pre-prep
along with the
mirror
Fimena.
or
Both
some
will be
shit.
able to use their effects to set more, and then the Urgula will be able to add back the Fimena.
Here comes Draco Tail Gulamel.
Fimena, Chainlink 2 Urgula.
That's fine.
Right, no responses at all from John, which
Yeah,
is pretty
5 in hand?
typical for the Mitsurugi Yumi deck. If it's not going to be Full Wallace, it's probably
Yeah,
not
yeah,
going to be
yeah.
anything,
I have 5
and
cards
then
in
you'll
my
have
hand.
spells to deal with the board after the fact.
You know, it's like
You're good.
A common
I just
question.
kinda
I
autopilot the
definitely
question
ask how many cards my
sometimes.
opponent's hand on the first turn. 5 cards
effective
is usually
Urgula,
answer if they
Fimena.
haven't done anything just yet.
No response.
But Draco Tail Flame, Draco Tail Sting
didn't
are going to
do
be set
anything.
from the deck thanks to the effects of both of those Draco Tail monsters that were used as a fusion material.
The Urgula will go to the bottom of the deck to add the Fimena back to the hand. And we'll see if he has access to the third trap card here.
And
I will proceed to the end of my main.
looks like he's just going to the end phase, and now
All
play
right.
is
I mean,
to
solid
John.
combo, but not
necessarily the full
unbeatable.
field here,
With a
missing
good
the
engine
front
hand,
board,
it really
but
depends
still
on did we
plenty
draw
of
the good
interaction
part
here.
of our engine or did we draw the engine requirements?
How's he going to start his finals off? What will be the first card he activates? Looks like he's contemplating his first move. Might be something like...
Oh,
okay, it'll be
Fuva per
Rahu.
turn.
Not the worst.
It's
We'll
not
still
that
give him
bad
some
actually.
value.
It's not
That
bad.
red
It's
seal
not a
summon
bad
from
draw,
the
but it would have
deck.
been a lot better
Fimena
last
will
turn.
Also, attempt to summon from the extra deck. So, at
But
least
like
one draw.
almost some Saji,
Opening
okay.
5, but still being able to use it as
They
6 card in a
open
normal summon of Saji.
Literally, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is not a strong hand from John here.
But it does resolve, so that's kind of step 1 for him. He's
So
gonna be able to at least
Fuvalos
access
here
the
is
30 ritual,
fine.
but
It
you're not
potentially
really
draws a
have
card
carry
of
that just
Fimena,
needs
and
to
it
have
potentially draws a
another
card
ritual
off of
monster in hand
Seals.
to make that
And if the
Mitsurugi
Seals
ritual
wants to go
or
into
another
Mululu or
red
Albaz,
that
that's
he'll be able to
another
summon
draw
from the deck.
too.
Yeah.
So
There's no guarantee currently that the ritual is even activatable.
Maybe he could just still grab Mitsurugi Prayers or something like that. There's a lot of other options as well. So, yeah, it is going to be Prayers. So that kind of signals John doesn't have any other Mitsurugi cards in his hand.
Resolution.
Or maybe he already has the
Nothing
ritual
on
spell in
resolution.
hand.
Could be the case. Could be the case. Lots of things you have to infer based upon your opponent's movements and actions.
Aditya does have a Draco Tail Flame sitting in his spell and trap zone.
And he's going to send.
All right, that is
Saji
going to
graveyard
make an
for himself.
Almirage.
Salamangreat Almirage. The big part about this card is that it is a Link 1 monster, so it will allow.
And
John
I
to
don't
start
think
special summoning
Aditya
dummy
went
monsters
for
from
Draco
hand.
Tail Horn, right? I think the priority goes Flame, then Sting, then Horn in this matchup.
Currently,
So the
will you allow
Almirage,
John
if you want to
summon the other
bounce
monster
it,
from hand, or are you going to use a seal?
you have
trigger
to
a
seals
mandatory
it.
effect to summon from deck and give
And
John
that's
a
going to
draw.
give a Fuva draw. Yeah,
Yep,
we're going to
you
give
hear
that
it. You
Fuva
said
draw.
he'll give you a draw. He's going to use the effect. Does John have Called by the Grave? Does he let it resolve here? Looks like he's thinking, which makes me think he has Called by the Grave. This is an important moment in his dueling career.
Called by is not ideal here because
Lets
you
it
would be
resolve.
giving up that
Almirage
draw.
Back to the extra deck.
Sure.
You mentioned that effect is mandatory. Has to summon from the deck since it was tributed.
This will likely grab a copy of Malulu, giving multiple ways to fusion summon on John's turn. Because if there is a threat of Call by the Grave,
Draw
that
a
does
card
grab
off
the
of
Fimena.
Fuva.
Another card drawn for John here could potentially make his weak hand somewhat stronger.
Yeah, it really could change everything. We've seen that time and time again in this tournament where that one Fualos draw made the difference maker in who was going to win the game. Next up, Mitsurugi Prayer's going to be activated.
Prayer's Tribute Habakiri.
I have to imagine that was the card draw. Oh, I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be because Saji was also in the hand.
True.
Drawing Habakiri with Saji together is pretty awful.
Yummy deck together, you're not playing those other Mitsurugi monsters you can summon out of Habakiri. Sometimes it's just Saji. There's usually no Kusanagi or Aramasa.
Yeah, very rare that you see Aramasa in the deck. But it looks like
Sting.
we're going to be using Sting to try to make sure the Habakiri doesn't get any value here.
No response.
Oh, and there's no response to the Sting. Trying to preserve any interruption for the Flame, maybe.
Not gonna use the Flame on the Prayers, so we're gonna allow the Search and the Resummon.
This is also
another card.
Gonna give Aditya a draw. See if he can find some tools from his deck that he can use from the hand here.
We know Aditya does play a lot of them. Can be very crucial against a weak hand like John's. Now John does get to add and special summon here, so he gets to summon back to Saji. Unfortunately, this is pretty indicative that he doesn't have anything else in the extra deck, or sorry, in the main deck to summon from this, like no Kusanagi to grab back the Prayers. Saji's already used its effect, and now we have Murakumo in the hand. So we can find out if he already had Ritual in hand as well.
I'm feeling like that's what he's holding there. Oh, no, but it's a Yummy surprise.
To summon from hand? Oh, that feels terrible.
Surprise to summon.
That's something I haven't even seen happen this entire weekend, but he is going to summon a Lollipo.
I have an Arthalion in there.
Yeah, I'll hit the Arthalion.
Okay. Thinking on res.
Lollipo able to use its effect.
Okay, Lollipo hits the field off of Surprise. That's probably the worst one we could have summoned. Marshmallow and Cupsy would have been a lot better, but it is just a Lollipo.
Going after that.
I think Aditya wants to activate a Dragon Tail effect here just so he can use Gulamel. Yeah, he's going to activate the Malulu, which is going to give
Activate Malulu is going to give another draw.
The effect of Gulamel to go after the Lollipo.
Yeah, seeing that
does not chain Gulamel. He's gonna go for Pan instead to pop. Makes sense.
Wants to appear desperate.
Draw a card off of that Fuva again.
Get John another card.
Looks like we're not opting to use Gulamel yet because we do have Pan. Pan will be able to get rid of the Lollipo.
Chain link to...
He obviously does have another nib in hand. Yes, obviously he does.
That's fine.
All the effects are good to resolve. He's using that Malulu effect there.
Rahu.
Last, so he's going to be able to set a few Draco Tail spells and traps. Along with the Pan going to take out probably that Lollipo, as you said.
Pop the Lollipo.
Now, I didn't see... Okay, Arthalion targeted Lucas. Again, not going for that Nibiru the Primal Being. I have
that Rahu is
set.
Set.
In his hand.
I would assume so at
that Rahu
point,
should be set, not in the grave.
I think he's going to need, but...
Pretty good in this matchup.
It's nice that you just feel a lot safer when you have a Nibiru in your hand.
All right, John is going to concede here.
It was Mirror, Yummy Field Spell, Mitsu Trap. Oh, man.
Every bad card.
Mitsurugi Mirror. He was drawing a bunch of cards off the floor.
Goofy ass deck, man.
Cards you don't want to see. This is not the time you want to get unlucky. I mean, it's the time Aditya wants John to get unlucky.
The birthday luck is running out right now.
It is. Is this birthday almost over? Is it midnight? Is his deck going to turn back into a pumpkin? I hope not. Oh, man. Aditya now just one win away from becoming a YCS champion and joining a very elite class of players who can say they won an NAWCQ and a YCS.
You either open unbeatable or unplayable. Yeah, that's kind of Mitsuyami's thing, yeah.
Decks, this is where John
kind of does that.
Be able to shine a little bit. If there's a deck that has a lot of cards when they're going first that are going to be useful against a lot of strategies, it's going to be that Mitsurugi Yummy deck. But it really comes down to, will Aditya be able to draw into those B-Steals? Will he have some Mulcharmies to slow John down? Will he draw into that Dracotel Feynmena to be able to play on John's turn? These are all the questions that Aditya needs to answer if he wants to win this game number 2.
Yeah, I do agree. I think the Mulcharmies are going to be his best tools going second into John's deck. I think we saw his strategy being really strong against Moonlight because he plays those other points of interaction that are more single spot removal. But those are typically going to be bad against this matchup exactly, the Mitsurugi Yumi deck. You want to have those power spells to deal with a lot more things at once.
True.
But he's opting out of those, but in favor of having more Mulcharmies.
Yeah, more Mulcharmies, and I like that the Mulcharmies he could draw into those B-Steals too. I think the B-Steals line up pretty well into both Mitsurugi and Yumi. I mean, they're not going to completely slow down their plays, but maybe it can throw just enough of a wrench in on their way to where it could, I mean, yeah, slow them down. It won't stop them completely, but if you have something like a Fuwalos and then you're summoning the B-Steals while you're also drawing cards from your deck, that can be quite problematic.
Yeah, they need to be paired and timed well, but that's something that Dracotel specifically can do very, at least potentially.
Yeah, there's a lot of pairs of cards you can draw in combination here going second that will be fantastic. But now this is where John's going to be able to take out those cards for going second and just have some going first cards that he's going to put in from his side deck. Going to be putting in those key cards that are really useful against the Dracotel strategy.
Looking at John's side deck here, he actually has quite a lot for this matchup. He was for sure prepared. And
Still thinking about the guy in Lederhosen that yelled "fuck it" during trivia. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was definitely a top 8. There was 4 Mitsurugi Yumi and 3 branded Dracotel, but then once we made it to top 4, all 3 of those branded Dracotels advanced, only the 1 Mitsurugi Yumi. But I'm still pulling for John. It was my deck pick to win it this weekend, so let's go John Wilkin. And, you know, but if Aditya wins, you know, I just can't be too upset because he has just had such an incredible dueling career so far, and he just keeps adding on to it. He's saying this isn't a fluke. I didn't just win by chance. I didn't get second by chance. I didn't make top 4 by chance. I didn't make top 4 again by chance. I didn't win this regional by chance. I belong here in the YCS finals. I want to be a YCS champion. That's what I can imagine is going through Aditya's mind right now.
And we talk about all those accolades. It's only been 3 years. That's within a 3-year span.
It's incredible. I know I've gone to LA Regionals, and he's just kind of been there just trying to get those points to get to the World's qualifying point playoff. But John is just an incredible duelist. As I mentioned, he has been around for a long time. He has also been playing in those World's qualifying points playoffs, so he has been a top 16 player of the year for the past few years as well. 2 excellent duelists going at it in the finals. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah, 2 very decorated duelists, both very deserving of the win. It's just going to be a matter of who can outperform the other here.
Yes, and I mean, John just has to draw a little bit better than he did in game number 1. That's not asking for much.
I don't think you can draw worse. So
yeah.
Oh, you can draw worse in that deck. Oh, I've seen things.
Already in his hand. Just
all things considered, that hand wasn't even that bad.
Now Aditya is locked in. He is focused.
It was definitely below average, but
win away from becoming a YCS champion. But you see, all right, a good luck, and now we're ready to duel. The players are drawing their opening hands for game number 2. That trophy just feet away from them. They'll be able to pick it up and hoist it in the air when they become a champion. Will it be Aditya after this game, or will John push things to a game number 3?
John just has to believe in the heart of the cards in this one. The luck is in his favor. He has many powerful starters here. Going into game number 2, all he has to do is rely
how
on
many Fuvas is Aditya gonna draw this time? He's never not drawn it, I think.
All right,
and usually it's been 2.
Play out another fist bump from these players. Both respect each other probably a tremendous amount. All right, starting with a Lollipo and Mulcharmy.
Bro, oh, every time, man.
And it looks like it's going to resolve. So that's step 1 for Aditya. Yumi Snatch is going to be summoned, so be able to draw a card since a monster is special summoned from the extra deck. John's going to try to use the effect. Looks like it resolves also, and he'll be placing that Yumi field spell. Yumi Amusement Mignon, I'd imagine.
It's going to be a question of how much John wants to commit from this point. He didn't have an answer to the Fuwalos, and if he commits any more, it's a very high chance knowing Aditya's side deck. And I imagine John at this point also is very aware of.
I'm pretty sure the Lollipo is also a one-of in the deck.
Second Mulcharmy.
I feel like John's been drawing the Lollipo
right here to cut off
like it's his job.
He wants to do the least amount possible, just bringing back a Yumi and leaving like Snatchy, being able to synchro into something like Cookie Yumi Way during Dicha's turn would be helpful, but it's really tough because putting monsters face
Actually,
down,
is it a 2-of? Is there a second one in hand?
Yeah, all the actual yummy interactions.
Did you draw both Lollipos? Or am I tripping? It looked like another Lollipop in hand there.
Put Herald on the field.
That is probably what John is contemplating right now.
Being on target.
All right. Does he have a Beasteel? Will he use one? It does. It's Beasteel Soraneer going after that Lollipop. I told you, I really like that he has such a high Beasteel count in his deck. It's just kind of been something that he's done in the past. The NAWCQ he won, I'm pretty sure, also had a ton of Beasteels.
Playing with the new hand traps for a while now, do you think the inclusion of Fuva and Friends was a good design choice?
There is a monster on his field. No
Yes,
more additional Mulcharmers,
I think so.
But we're going to have to commit more. That's another normal or special
So
summon
he
of
drew
Lollipop
2
from hand.
Lollipos?
That's unlikely. I mean, at least it's not the worst start. You get one of them, you're pretty happy about it. Again, they're both very functional in this position. We haven't checked to see if he has any.
All right, second
cards in
Filippo.
his hand yet.
Yeah, he could still get the Mitsurugi engine online without having to give Aditya any more draws.
Although, if he did have access to Ritual as well as something like Murakumo in his hand, he would have.
There's once again a Bell in hand going first against Draco Tail. Do you have nothing to side in? Like, I don't understand. Why are we siding a card that starts functioning on turn 3 in this matchup? Or like, why are we keeping it in,
We've seen
rather?
this situation several times throughout this tournament. Mulcharmy Flawless from Aditya and the opponent having to take the risk.
Cupsy Yummy Way will be synchro summoned. On summon, you can use the effect to try and add 2 Yummy cards from the deck to hand, and then send a card to the graveyard. Will Aditya allow this? Does he have anything?
Cross out
this?
target?
Is there
Ah,
going to
no
be an
shot,
Ash
dude.
Blossom here. Anything else is not really worth using.
Cards in hand?
3 in hand.
He's thinking. I mean, if you have the Ash Blossom, I think you for sure use it. So I don't think he has it. And now this is going to allow John to get a couple more Yummies. You can see him moving the Cupsy to the front. And it looks like a Marshmallow. Yep.
Those are the classic two. If you don't already have access to them, you keep the Cupsy and then probably going to discard the Marshmallow unless there's a better discard in your hand already. Considering his options a bit here, he wants to map out his plays.
There's a Droll and Lockbird in John's hand, too.
You can't afford to make any mistakes at this point.
Yeah, this has not been an easy finals for John by any means. He does have a Droll and Lockbird in his hand.
Which is not very good in this matchup. I imagine that's there for a crossout.
That might be a crossout target. Yeah, that actually might be a crossout target.
Which is what he looked like he's thinking about doing at the resolution of drawing.
I think he still needs to discard. I think he's trying to discard
Oh,
the Droll
he could
Lock.
discard the Droll. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, I don't think that's there because he wants it to be there.
I mean, yeah, it isn't super great against Draco Tail, depending on.
I mean, at this point, though, maybe you would just keep it. I don't know.
This is a tough discard.
You're fine. Take your time.
Yeah, John's really taking his
I mean, he's in a
time to
tough
consider.
spot.
But the finals is on time for a reason. You don't need to take too long, but Aditya respects that this is an important decision.
Yeah, this is the tournament right here.
How many do you have in hand right now?
I believe 5.
5, okay.
Oh, that feels bad.
It feels real bad. I mean, the Flawless feels bad. Drawing double Lollipop.
This is giving me 2-0 vibes, unless Aditya's hand is pretty below average. So far, it's just basically we're playing. We've drawn one Mitsurugi ritual spell, which is completely dead at the moment because we cannot possibly bridge.
Looks like they might be giving him a slow play warning potentially because it did take a while,
Right,
but
it is my first, yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that. I would definitely take that here in this untimed matchup because
Cupsy.
just going to special summon the Cupsy from the hand, trying to add a Yummy card. Aditya might have a response.
If he might have been holding the Ash for the Cupsy here just to make sure that he doesn't get access to.
Should have self-drolled.
Be letting it resolve.
Self-droll and then what? Because the deck doesn't function then.
This is a tough spot for John Wilkin. He never has an easy finals, it seems. I mean, he's also always playing against just incredible opponents.
That's fine.
All right, Marshmallow Yummy's going to special summon from.
I think we have to give one more. I think we have to give one more to make Snatchy.
Have an answer to the Serenir already on the field to attack it.
Actually, no. I liked Surprise to revive Snatchy, then special Marshmallow add back Surprise. I think that was good.
How strong the Mulcharmies are into this deck.
And then
We
pass.
talked about it. He needed the pair. He needed the Flawless with the Beasteel, and that is a recipe for
This is a tough spot.
success.
My bad, buddy.
You're good.
It is. This is a really tough spot. I don't blame John at all here in the situation we're having to think.
It looks like we will be not really sure what it looks like at this point.
I know.
Yugioh just has to be so happy with his position.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really ask for anything better.
Yeah, he's like, take your time, take your time.
Oh
it's fine."
god, I think the moment you commit into
great.
more than... Oh
You wanna
god,
give me
no.
some more cards? I'll take some more cards. He's probably just hoping to draw into...
Oh, it's
Draco
rough.
Tail
And the
five
problem
mana.
is he's got to make a move now. It's starting to
Gonna
get
be
too
leaving the
slow.
on the field using the Marshmallow and the
But-
Cup anyway.
Oh, dude, we're going Sorrow Cat.
Another card for Yugioh, though. At
And-
this point, maybe he can somehow keep less cards on his field and maybe get some shuffle back from the field.
Oh, what does that mean, dude? How much more are we gonna
It's his
do?
field +6.
I mean, it comes down to, does Yugioh even have 5 mana yet? It's very likely that he's seen the 5 mana by now.
I mean, yeah, that would be disastrous for John.
Oh, it looks like Yugioh's going to allow him to make the Herald the Arclight here. That's
Draws
one more draw.
another card. So that's 2 more, so he's at 7.
No.
No, it's not. He discarded it for the Cup.
Yeah, for Cupsy.
Yeah, the draw was not activated. It was discarding for the resolution of Cupsy's
good.
Yumzy Way effect.
He's going to use the Yummy Surprise right
Or
here.
Thinking.
To put the Marshmallow on the field, he does have to do this to protect the Arclight from battle with the effect of Cookie Yummy Way.
And he has
Target
another Beasteel. That's right, it's
Sorry, not
Beasteel
Lolita,
Druid Swarm
Marshmallow.
Marshmallow.
going after the Marshmallow Yummy.
I mean, this isn't as impactful as you might think because Surprise does not target, so he can bring back something else.
But he loses the surprise. But it looks like he's going to negate it with Herald Arclight. And this will also allow John to access the Mitsurugi portion of his deck,
That's
potentially.
fine.
That could be huge here. So
okay.
Surprise is going to resolve, summon the Marshmallow in a new chain.
In a new chain.
Chainlink 1 Herald.
All right,
I just
chain
wanted
link.
to say it too.
Marshmallow.
Everyone else was doing it.
in a new chain. Herald of Arclight will be chain link 1 protected.
How many
by
cards for
Marshmallow
Aditya?
chain link 2,
6
adding the
still?
Surprise back to hand. And now we'll see how much he wants to commit here. Because now that the Herald's off the field, Aditya doesn't really care what John does with the rest of his cards.
Off the field for now. It
You
will
know how
come
many
back.
draws he's going to have to give him?
It-
One more, actually. It's not that
Yeah,
much.
not that more. The Samsara Sorrow Cat can put that Herald the Arclight right back to where it came from.
Hand.
All right, Mitsurugi Ritual to try and summon from hand.
That's fine.
It resolves. Play continues. Murakumo is being summoned from the hand.
All right, this is really strong here, having a way to put Murakumo on the field without having to use another monster from the deck.
Tribute to the Habakiri. So Habakiri will allow John to add,
What are your chain links?
Oh, sorry. Haba, Chainlink 1, Chain Markuma.
and the Murakumo will try and destroy the Sorinir.
That's fine.
Sornir could potentially put the Magnuma in the graveyard to re-access with Arthalion later. But maybe Yugioh wants to draw it at this point.
I love doing that in Malice with the Battle Queue. Using like a Sorinir to send the Magnet, bring it back to the
Need
Battle
chain
Queue.
effect
Always a lot
Sorinir.
of fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot less steps in this deck.
True, true.
We get access to Mitsurugi Mirror here.
Send Bestial Baldric.
Okay, sends a Baldrake to the graveyard.
Dude, we're on
Maybe
all the
just doesn't want to
Bastials.
draw that one.
Jesus.
Or he has Magnuma in his hand, potentially.
Sure, and then he just gets
but-
to add it anyway. I mean,
Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, interesting that he chose to send the Baldrake.
Yeah.
This is mine.
That's yours.
All right, so a Murakumo, a Marshmallow Yummy on the field. He
Doing it?
did he add that with the Habakiri?
He did, he
Okay, I was
did.
like, there's no
I
way
know
he drew it
surprise,
again,
right?
right? So Mitsurugi Mirror is going to try and summon.
I'll chain Molcharmy Meows.
the board has been cleared. He drew another Molcharmy.
The Murakumo backfiring.
Oh,
paving the way for Aditya to be able to draw another card. We talked about in most previous matches, he has all the
God.
Molcharmies when he goes second.
Is that. Shoot.
You don't have to do anything.
Oh,
Is
you
that-
might be getting another slow
Fine.
play
Is that
warning
how it
here.
ends? Like,
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
Yeah, no, I think he's fine. What was he? He was thinking if he wanted to use the Murakumo, right?
Yeah, in response
oh
to the
my God,
Mel's.
dude. If that's how it ends, that's how it ends.
Well, it looks like they're going to discuss if he was playing just a little too slow. I don't.
Aditya wants him to continue playing.
Yeah, so we're just going to pause and have the judges talk about it. The head judge is right there on the stage, so they'll be able to decide. They could give him a slow play warning
No one wants that, dude. No one wants that. Not even a detail wants that.
Still play at a proper pace, but if there's ever been like a more difficult like situation, like this is it.
Come on, man.
Under immense pressure there.
It's a really tough turn, and they don't have a timer.
Matchup standpoint, but just his hands, he's playing.
It's not even. It wasn't even that slow considering how bad of a spot he's in.
Still, there's so much that he has to deal with. You don't have to escalate the slow play warning. But
they're not going to escalate it. They're jumping back in. If we can jump back into the game right now, they're continuing play. The Habakiri's on the field. The Murakumo's been traded, so let's like jump back into the game. Here we go. The duel continues. Luckily, we didn't get upgraded. It is a complicated game state, and Ash Blossom is coming down to keep that Murakumo in the graveyard. If things were already not going
all right,
well
so Mirror, Meow's resolved.
Gone amazing.
Habakiri returned. We drew a card for the Charmy, and then Murakumo Engrave was ashed. All right.
But this is a big situation. Will Yugioh do something now?
Sure. Sorrow Cat draw for Meows. Oh my god, man.
Reducing his hand size so he won't have to put anything back. John sets a card face down and ends his turn.
It'll likely be that copy of Yummy Surprise.
Okay, no 5 mana yet.
Has less than 10 cards in his hand, so he doesn't have to put anything back. Draws for the turn.
I'm surprised there's no copy of Femena, no copy of Nibiru the Primal Being. Okay, but we are going to start with Ketu.
Two.
Synchro.
Change the Sorrow Cat to Synchro Summon.
Can I read?
Oh no!
You hear the crowd of the DJ kind of has this thing where he uses a card and then wants to read the card after he uses it. I don't think this one's going to be as punishing.
I mean, Ketu doesn't have to Synchro Summon right now, or not Fusion Summon, but the materials would be banished if he did.
It's just a little funny. Just a little funny.
I'm thinking on my ad.
Can I read that?
Dude, it's always he always asks to read it when it's too late. It's crazy.
Right now. That's too funny.
May I read?
Oh, okay. So the cat is gonna add. Looks like a Lucius, right?
Any priority with prefix?
No.
Oh god.
After resolution, John wants to flip up that surprise to put one of those Yummy monsters back on the field to try to protect the Arclight. But there is a bell.
The bell is banished, but that's rough, man. Dude, he can't catch a break.
That is definitely true. Aditya probably has all the tools he needs. I mean, really, the Bestial checks the Herald of the Arclight right away. We know he has the Druisworm in hand.
Yes. No, it was negated by the Arclight, wasn't it? So it was negated
on the previous turn.
So it
no, it got destroyed. You're right. I'm
I think it's over either. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon, but it's rough either way. If you Herald here, the Herald is off the board, and Aditya has 6 cards left in hand. He just definitely cooks. I guess you let the bell resolve to at least maybe force the battle phase to survive, but like it's tough, man.
He is losing 800 attack. How much defense does Arclight have?
1,000, I believe.
I think negating here you die.
1,000 or 1,200, but I'm pretty sure it's 1,000.
I have no response.
Pretty sure it's like 600, 1,000. You know, I'm gonna use
I thought it was 14, but like
I'll use my Neuron app to find out for us.
You probably die.
Herald.
I would guess.
Any triggers?
Yeah, Herald.
600, 1,000.
Okay.
Nice.
That's fine.
That's me patting myself on the back.
Yeah.
We got one.
I mean, this bell did a lot of work. Surprise resolves, but the Arclight is off the field. Now Habakiri can go to hand, but I don't think Aditya cares too much. Ketu is already used, but now...
Ketu is used, but like, there's a 5 mana with infinite gas in hand. I don't know, man. Unless Aditya doesn't, for some reason, like, have any Draco Tail names, but...
The Snatchy and Cupsy Yummy, which will give him the Cookie Yummy way, but putting monsters face down, not so great against the deck that Fusion summons. And Aditya drew a lot of cards, but maybe he didn't draw the cards he needs. Fallen Albaz is his normal summon. Oh, discarding Droll. Maybe his hand is not as good as it appears.
That's tough, man. That's tough.
That's going to bring it back to Yummy Monsters. If he does bring back Snatchy, he will be able just to fuse with it. Are we going to see the dragon that devours Dogma? I hope so, but maybe not.
I don't know if he plays that many targets in his extra deck for Albaz here, but we're going to be summoning Marshmallow and Cupsy.
Oh, so he chooses not to summon the Snatchy because it would just get fused away with the Albaz.
I looks like we're going to be fusing with the Cupsy, going to deny the search or the draw.
So no dragon that devours Dogma, just going to be Albion, the branded dragon.
On a new chain.
Very
Chainlink
strong
1
here. It allows
Albion.
him to still make the Mirror Jade. Albion activates on the field. As Chainlink 1, Marshmallow can activate Chainlink 2 to add back the surprise, it seems. So we know Surprise and Habakiri in his hand.
The Albion's going to banish Fallen Albaz plus Druisworm here, maybe? Oh, no, he's just going to banish Druisworm and Sorin here.
To go for Star Source.
Chaos.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Not even going to see a Mirror Jade.
I'll summon Chaos
Why
Force
deal with one
Strike.
monster when you can deal with two?
Yeah, I'll activate the effect targeting both of these to pop them.
Yep, and he's going to take out both those monsters on John's side of the field.
Normal summon Lulu.
Summons
Didn't
Malulu.
he just normal
No,
he just normal summon Albaz. He just normal summon Albaz, right?
Wait, go back.
That's the second normal summon.
We're good. Put the headphones back on. Put the headphones back on. Oh, he has Find Mana. Which is awesome. Yeah, Find Mana works. Find Mana works. He's going to be able to fusion summon. He's going to be able to put another monster on the field, and the game is over. You know, there was a lot going on.
Dude, okay.
Anything.
Dude, yeah, it doesn't matter because he has a Find Mana.
The next fusion monster to be able to attack. That's just a slight misstep there at the end of DJ getting up.
Jesus
Playing with the
Christ.
heartstrings here.
Just a little bit, and Yugioh wins YCS Pittsburgh. He is the YCS Pittsburgh champion.
Oh, I just can't believe he made it seem so difficult.
He's just showing them that he has the Draco Tail monsters in his hand. They're upside down. They're glared. You can't see them. Just absolutely incredible. A little sloppy there at the end. Look, wait, he's going back. He's showing them all the cards.
Yeah, he's got enough to make an Arthalion with the Find Mana. It's fine. It's fine.
He is an NAWCQ champion, NAWCQ finalist, and now a
Jesus
champion. A brutal match there for John, but
put back the headphones.
And I love it. We talked about why his deck was probably just a step better than all the other branded Draco Tail decks out there, and that is those Beastials in combination with when he goes second, he has all 9 Molcharmies in his deck, and when you draw those in pairs, because if you just draw the Molcharmy, chances are you're going to draw into those Beastials.
Oh man, well, the high ceiling combo slop deck loses to a Molcharmy. Couldn't have written a better. I mean, I guess that's just how it goes sometimes when you play those decks.
Combination with Molcharmies and Beastials. Back then, it was like some Fiendsmith cards, some Snake Eye cards potentially. I don't remember exactly who Snake Eye, or if it was just like the Fiendsmith stuff. But he has used the Beastials before to win. He relied on them again, and they paid off big here at Pittsburgh.
He made it look somewhat difficult there, almost put himself in a position where he could lose an unlosable game.
If this was pre-ban list, the bell in hand would have been a barrier. Possibly, who knows, dude? But it wasn't, and that's good.
Doing it for us at this point. It has to be on purpose.
Yeah, he wants to put me out of my misery. He's trying to give me a heart attack. He's trying to send me to the Shadow Realm.
He's giving us content. He's for sure giving us some content here.
Oh, man, but what an incredible match between two amazing players. Just absolutely incredible, and it really goes to show you, Yugioh, a lot of it, I mean, you have to have the technical play, you have to know your deck, your opponent's cards in and out.
This is a branded win in my books. It's not a branded win. What are you talking about?
Being able to have the right deck is what matters. Making those decisions, those key choices. Because a lot of people we've seen, they would play like Fualos and Purulia. Maybe they're playing Fualos and Meows on the side. Not a lot of times do we see all 9 included. He chose to do that once he goes into the side deck. The Purulia and the Meows are in the side deck, just main decking the Fualos. But when you know you're going to be going second, at least one of the games in the match, it's nice to have all 9. Because they really do kind of line up to all the
one of the best events I've seen in a minute. Dude, I mean, look, was there 0 floodgates this weekend? No, but still, this, comparing this to Anaheim, night and day. Night and day. Come on, man.
Absolutely, and it clearly worked because he not only got first in Swiss at just X1,
it was a good YCS.
The YCS champion.
Yeah, just absolutely incredible.
Just showing how much even just banning those couple of cards did for the game. Literally just like a couple more and we're Gucci. Dude, we could have this all the time if they were more strict on the floodgate. Like just a couple more, be a little quicker with it, you know, if people discover something, hit us with a quick emergency ban list like the last one, and it's good. It's not that hard. It's not rocket science.